Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are out here with nature, baby. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana. It is like the most gorgeous day ever today. If you're living your purpose. 10 secret techniques clueless people use to find their purpose and attract anything. Anything. I get tons of messages every single day. Over 1,000. Now, people write to me telling me that they still don't know what to do. And it's a gorgeous day, and that's really frustrating. I got people who write to me from their job saying they still don't know what to do. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Become your greatest version, baby. Now I'm going to share with you what helped me along my journey. Find my purpose, live my purpose, and create infinite abundance. Because every day we are creating infinite abundance. Now I'm going to show you how I went from clueless to finding my purpose to attracting anything. So we got a lot to dive into. Now, alas, if you don't know what you're here to do, you don't know your purpose, even if you have a great job, but you're still not sure, this video's for you. Okay? Now, let's start with this. The first secret technique clueless people use to find their purpose to attract anything. Okay, this is the very basic but most important step. You've got to get in touch with your emotions. Your emotion is the energy in motion. You see, I meet a lot of people every single day. They write to me saying, Ralph, I'm driving to this job I don't like. You are driving to a job you don't like. Okay, that's what is keeping you away from your purpose, because you have neglected your emotions, which are your inner guidance system. Slow motion that side. Don't worry about it. I was saying the same thing. Like, bye. I'm going to a job that I don't like. I don't even know what I'm doing here. You have a choice every single day. Every single day we are choosing where we want to be. And you got to start taking responsibility for that. Okay? A lot of people say, well, I can't do anything. I'm just stuck here. No, you're not. You're not a tree. So when I started to get in touch with my emotions, I started to say, okay, what makes me really happy? Where do I feel most sad? How am I feeling right now when I'm here? Like right now in this present moment? Let me think about it. I feel great, baby. That's a no-brainer. But when I used to be in jobs which weren't serving me, I didn't feel good. Even though money was coming in, I still didn't feel good, because I still didn't feel this was my life purpose. Therefore, I wasn't attracting infinite abundance. I was just getting peanuts. So you got to learn what makes you tick, what makes you smile, what makes you cry, what makes you dance up and touch the sky, right? Get in touch with your emotions first, okay? Let's go to the second secret technique. If you're clueless about your life purpose and you want to attract anything, you got to discover the core needs and desires. Your core needs and desires. So I'm going to use myself as a case study. Okay, I'm in a environment, a job I don't like, or maybe let me go back to when I was actually searching for a job. Like, what do I need? Then I said, okay, being around the beach makes me super happy. That's why this channel is called Infinite Waters. So I need to be living on a beach. Okay, that's the need I have. Okay, a desire as well is to be in nature more. These are the desires. Okay, now what has this got to do with a purpose? Because you see, the smartest people in the world, the most abundant people in the world, always are in a creative space every single day, which allows them to continue to live their purpose. They are in an environment which is inspiring. Like, this environment is so inspiring. Even if I wake up sometimes, I'm feeling tired. Like, this just charges me up, baby. Now, I'm not going to tell you it was easy finding my purpose and creating infinite abundance. No, it's not. But what helped me do it was honoring my needs to say, okay, I need to get to the beach like right now. I want to live a life where I can travel to any country in the world, where I don't have to say, okay, I got to worry about how much this costs. I can walk into any restaurant and pay for any meal I want. I've created a life of infinite abundance, and it feels fantastic. Now, you got to know what you desire. If you don't know what you want, you won't get anything. You'll only get what somebody gives you. Slow motion that side. What do you want? What is my desire? That's a question you've got to keep asking yourself. But you can't know your desire until you get in touch with your emotions. Let's go to the third secret technique clueless people use to find their purpose to attract anything. Anything. Now, children are full of joy. The majority of babies are full of joy until we interfere with them, right? Then they grow up, we send them to school and stuff, and then they lose their sparkle. But as children, we were all like super happy. I was playing on the monkey bars like all day. I was like doing cartwheels and roly-polies and stuff like that. I was like super happy. Like, my mom shows me the pictures. I'm like, goodness gracious. I want to go back there, baby, because we were having a great time, and we still are right now. Okay? So the third secret technique is that you've got to connect with your happiness source. A lot of people don't feel worthy to live a life they want, to live a life they desire, to live a life that makes them happy. I didn't feel worthy sometimes when I would drive to the beach and say, gosh, what am I doing here? I should be doing something constructive. Sometimes doing nothing is the most productive thing you can do. Slow motion that side. I realized a secret. When I was going into nature, when I didn't even have a job, when I was struggling, when times were hard and I was getting exasperated, frustrated, and confused, in nature, I was recharging myself. I was actually connecting to the organic power plant. I was connecting to my happiness source because I was in so much balance and equilibrium. Ideas started to come. I started to change my thoughts about myself, what I could do, what I can become. I started to realize it's all BS. That's all belief systems. And a lot of the people who are living their dream every single day, becoming extremely rich doing it, it's because they believe enough in themselves, because they are connecting every single day to their happiness source. I started to realize, like, I love skating. There is no reason why I should not skate every single day. I love going to the beach. So I said, okay, I'm going to live on the beach. I love the mountains, so I said I'm going to live in the mountains. Now, obviously, it won't be that easy to start with, so you got to start small. What can I do right now that's going to make me happy? Right? Forget about your purpose. Focus on connecting to a happiness source. It could be playing some Bob Marley. Now you're getting those reggae vibes. Oh my gosh, jamming, right? You're starting to feel better about yourself. Now you got more confidence to move into your purpose, to now begin to attract anything you want. The fourth secret technique, if you are clueless today, to find your purpose and attract anything, is to share yourself 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, share yourself for just 5 minutes every single day with the world. Now that could be through making a video. That's what I do. It could be through a website. It could be meeting your friends. It could be spending time with your mom, the cat down the road. Why is it so important to share yourself with someone else for 5 minutes every single day? Because that could spark something in you which could actually propel you to become your greatest version. Like when I was struggling, not knowing what I wanted to do, totally clueless, I would actually, like in the barbershop, a lot of stories are told, and an old barber of mine, right, he would just drop so much wisdom about the infinite possibilities, that the possibilities are endless. And just by me being in his presence every single day, not every single day, but when I used to see him, sometimes I would be out and about, and just a few minutes, he would just drop some jewels on me, and I'm like, whoa, I can really do that. Now, if you share yourself for 5 minutes, once again, you are now entering the law of exchange, because the amount that you receive in life is directly proportional to the amount you give. Slow motion that side. Let me repeat that. The amount you receive in life is directly proportional to the amount you give. You give if you have it. Okay, remember that. You can only give if you have it, but you get what you give. And to have it, you have to connect with your happiness source in the first place. A lot of people, if we go on to number 5, 7-day vegan challenge, they have a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, and this is all emanating from their diet, their food choices. I used to have terrible food choices, like honestly, and I realized that what I was eating was very similar to what I was feeling like. I used to eat a lot of greasy foods, and afterwards I'm like, I'm feeling so greasy right now. Because the food is fried, I feel like I'm being fried. Now, there was a Finland study which showed that people who eat a lot of junk food, okay, have more cases, are more prone to depression. And there's nothing wrong with depression, but if you have depression that is a prolonged state of depression, that's not natural. Okay, because once again, it is okay to fall down, but you shouldn't be down all the time. You got to start becoming your greatest version. So the study also showed that people who ate more fruits and vegetables were not only happier, they had less anxiety. Okay, and they had less depression. Now, once again, in living your purpose to attract anything, you got to realize, ask yourself, what fuel do I have? Okay, along my early journey, I didn't have the right fuel. Therefore, I could only go a certain distance. Right now, I've got incredible fuel. I'm waking up to green juices and spirulina, baby. Acai, we got the cacao going. We got the maca going. We're like shooting stars out here. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. It starts with the food. A lot of people say, gosh, Ralph, I awakened because of the 7-day vegan challenge. I started to eat more plant-based foods. I felt better about myself. Next thing you know, these people are like, yeah, I just opened up this restaurant somewhere. I'm like, are there strawberries there? I'm coming right away. Baby. Right? So food affects your mood. Realize that. What's number 6? The 6th secret technique clueless people use to find their purpose to attract anything is asking themselves this one question: what am I producing? What am I producing? Ask yourself that, because once again, you get what you give. If you aren't producing anything in life, it's going to be really hard. Not hard, but hard. Because the universe is a business. Once again, like I said, as soon as you breathe, you got to breathe it right back out. It's a transaction. If you stop making that transaction, you are out of here. The universe was the first businesswoman, business it. Okay? The universe has no gender, right? It's everything. Yeah, the universe is a business. So, what am I producing? You see, highly successful people are the biggest producers. Let me repeat that. Highly successful people are the biggest producers. Certain people, they create apps. Some of them are in their teens. They're millionaires already because they're producing something which is of value. Certain people inspire people to become their greatest versions. They are producing something of value. Now, think of it like this. If you are producing something over a prolonged period of time, it's going to stack up. Like, I've been making videos for a little while, and that's why the numbers are crazy. What? The numbers are crazy. Because people see my growth and development, but also the amount of production is insane, which means I've got nothing to worry about and I will always live in infinite abundance. Mark my words. Okay? So ask yourself, what am I producing? Now, if we talk about the seventh technique, clueless people used to find their purpose to attract anything. Like, a lot of people are scratching their head right now. You're probably like panicking right now, wondering what I should do right now. Don't worry about it. That was me, okay? Until I stepped upon the 50-50 rule. What is the 50-50 rule, Ralph, when it comes to finding your purpose? If you consume some information, you have to produce that same amount. Slow motion that side. You see, a lot of the times, a lot of people wake up, they roll out of bed, and the first thing they do is just consume information. That is amazing because you have to consume. Like, you got to read more, you got to study more. Fantastic. Totally great, man. Sorry, woman. We got like over 50% women tuning into this channel. That's over like what? Over 300,000. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. 50-50. If you read a book, wonderful. But what about realizing you are the greatest book? What are you producing? Once again, what are you writing? Why not write a book? If you are watching a video, fantastic. Why don't you make a video? I always encourage people to make videos. Don't just watch my videos. Like, you want to be a content creator. If you are going on someone's website right now, that is fantastic. But what about making your own website? Slow motion that side. If you are addicted to watching viral videos, like people doing silly stuff and having a great time, that is fantastic. But why don't you do that? What about that? The 50-50 rule. If you watch a TV program, that's why it's called a TV program, because they're programming you. Don't worry about it. Then you got to start telling your vision. Tell my vision. Tell your vision. Okay, then you balance it out. Nothing wrong with it if you balance it out. But you see, the problem is a lot of us, we're just consumers. We just consume. The game changer for me and the game breaker was to consume, very important. But then to produce, equally as important. You want to balance it out in everything you do. And it's not easy to produce because once again, you got to create time and you got to be alone. That is why so few people live their dreams every single day, because of what it takes. Are you prepared to be alone and create? Because you see, you just want to be in the crowd all the time. That's why your life isn't moving anywhere. I realized that because I didn't want to be alone. Then I realized actually when I'm in nature, ideas were just coming to me. I started to produce, and the rest is history. What's the 8th secret technique clueless people use to find their purpose to attract anything? Okay, so once you are now producing, you got to be prepared to make mistakes. Okay? Even if you have found your purpose. You see, what keeps people in their purpose is realizing sometimes there are obstacles. Sometimes there are a lot of obstacles, a lot of roadblocks, a lot of mistakes you will make. But guess what? Every single mistake you make is showing you another way of how not to do something. Slow motion that side. So I actually love making a lot of mistakes because it actually shows I'm growing. It shows I'm actually evolving. And therefore, I know I'm on the right track or the left track. Why is it always right? I'm left-handed, bloody hell. Okay? So they know that they've got to be flexible. Okay? You got to be flexible. You got to be very prepared that sometimes, even if you found your purpose, you're going to have to make that investment. You're going to have to buy equipment. I had to spend thousands on camera equipment. At the time, I didn't have a lot of money. Now I do. I get it all back because that's the law of exchange. You get what you give, okay? A lot of people, they don't want to put that money up. If you don't want to put that money up, you're not going to get anything back. You got to make the investment. And the greatest investment you can make is in yourself. Now, what's number 9? Okay? So mistakes are okay. That's how you grow. Number 9, the 9th secret technique clueless people use to find their purpose to attract anything. They are master networkers. You see, we have this idea of being independent. No. The most abundant people in the world are very social. They create technologies which are based on social interaction. Okay? Being a master networker is very important because we are social beings. So that means you've got to ask yourself, what am I sharing with the world? How is this benefiting the world in any way? How is it benefiting me, right? What contribution am I making to the world at large? Now, I connect with a lot of people who are super awake, the indigos, the crystals, right? And a lot of the times they say, gosh, the world isn't in the best shape. And that's what I thought until I realized that I could actually make a difference. Not only could I make a difference, I could make this my purpose and attract anything. And I did. And it feels fantastic. But only because early on, I was networking, learning from the best. I had a mentor, taught me a lot, taught me what to watch out for, how to stay grounded, right? I still respond to comments, still respond to people on Instagram, right? People are like, gosh, Ralph, you're connecting with millions of people. Why do you do that? I say, because you see, the deep divers I connect with, they're like family. They like buy me strawberries and stuff. We can definitely do that, right? You got to know how to network. When I was doing early videos, I was always featuring people, making videos with other people, but also learning from people who are at the top of their craft. If you want to start making YouTube videos, you got to learn from someone who's already got at least 100,000 subscribers, at least 10,000 subscribers. And if you learn from someone who's got over 500,000 subscribers or even 1 million subscribers, think about what they could teach you. Because they're already there. They know something that is going to help you along your journey. Okay? So if you want to make If you want to have a vegan restaurant, if you want to create a business, you got to learn from people who are already doing similar things at the highest level. Ask them for advice, right? Number 10, the 10th secret technique clueless people use to find their purpose, to attract anything, is to believe in themselves. Now, this seems like and sounds like a really big cliche. Why is it so important to believe in yourself and not what other people tell you? You see, I have the 3 mantras. We become what we do most often, what we tell ourselves most often, and who we surround ourselves with most often. Slow motion that side. If you have great supporters, they're going to help you believe more in yourself. The problem is, a lot of us, we surround ourselves with naysayers, people who don't really have our best interests at hand. So when we're around these people, and a lot of them are close friends and family, they're like, oh, get a regular job. That's never going to work out. Obviously, you're not going to find your purpose. I was lucky to be around people who are like already living their dream, and they were like, Ralph, you can do it. This was over a decade ago, right? And now they see me connecting with millions. They're like, I told you so. And I'm like, thank you so much. The right people in your life will help you attract a lot of what you think you can't. Surrounding yourself with people who don't really care about you, you're only gonna go as far as them. So find the right people to help you believe in yourself. You got to trust yourself to say, okay, what have I got to lose? I'm going to connect with my happiness source, share with the world, and then say, it feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Getting high. Have a beautiful day. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You!